Hey, what is up guys? It's Excuse Me, I'm Jack, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 2. So, in on Monday's video, we actually started this park. There's not a lot of decorations, there's barely any modifications to our little Main Street area. The park isn't open yet, but we did make a lagoon with some marine reptiles. The thing is, back when I was creating this park, I didn't have the DLC because I was kind of hesitant on buying it. But now that I have the DLC, I'm gonna make an entirely new lagoon on the other side. So I'm gonna be like replicating this, but on the other side. So in order to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna pause the game real quick because since they're all kind of in like the same area and they're not gonna like spread, to get more of an accuracy on the sizing of it, I'm going to delete the marine feeders, the lagoon planters, and I'm going to be taking a lagoon and putting it in the middle right there. Then I'm going to be attaching one on this side, like that. Okay. And then I'm going to delete this one that's in the middle right here. Okay. And then I'm just going to duplicate that side. So we have a symmetrical lagoon little feeding area, or lagoon area. Okay. So what we're gonna actually do in the middle right here, instead of hold up, let me pause it, unpause it. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna actually put some of our decoration, but I want to see if a viewing gallery fits here. A viewing gallery does fit here. I don't think it'll fit on the same side, even though I don't think we need a viewing gallery since we have one on these sides. What we're going to do though is we're gonna actually put the decorations and the feeders, since they're gonna start killing each other, I believe, if they don't have the fish feeders. So they're gonna go on these two opposite sides as they were before, and then I'm going to put the decorations for the trees right here. Perfect. Okay. And then what we're gonna do on this side is we're gonna do the exact same. We are going to put the trees right here. Okay. And we're gonna put them closer up right here as well. Okay. Now we can kind of get rid of this forest area. I put this in the last episode just to kind of clearing up the spot because I wasn't sure if I was going to make this an actual fully fleshed out park or if I was going to make it just this one lagoon area. But in the end of that video, I kind of decided to make it into a full park. Okay. So nice. Now, what we can do is we can actually take our attraction. So we could take the lagoon viewing stand and either put them right there or put them in the same spot as they are here. This will give you more like viewing, and this one will kind of look weird because it's gonna protrude outward into this little area. And right here I was thinking of doing like a little walkway, or you can just do it right there. But I feel like that would look too symmetrical to these ones right there. So I'd rather put them on this side to make them look like they're kind of different, but at the same time, not so different. Okay. And of course you need a hatchery. So we can take a lagoon hatchery. You just put it right here. Okay. And so since what we're going to be housing in here is this one, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name. Oh, I need to attach it, duh. We should add like a transport over here. So there's no lock on right here. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we needed like a transport or something right here. So what I'm going to do though first is I'm going to create the pathway. Like that. I hope that's somewhat okay. I'm gonna guess that it is. Okay, I'm just gonna attach it like that. Because honestly, that works too. Okay, so let's do that to this side as well. 1, 1, 1, 1, and then attach and delete this little last part. Okay, cool, that works. Now, we have to attach this little viewing gallery, or this hatchery. So we can just attach it to right here instead. So we can make this one go straight and make it attached to there, attach this to that. And then we can, let me turn off overcrowding. Okay. Actually, let's try to make this little part right here symmetrical. Okay. Okay, so this is our midpoint right here. So if we go straight down this line, I don't think it will be even. Okay, it wouldn't. Okay. Oh, because, alright, that makes sense. So I'm gonna say that the mid is right there. Okay. So, actually, let's not do that. I don't want it to have like a straight line. It's just in the middle. Ooh, what we can do though instead is we could have tour vehicles going through this, like a little ride, but without it being a ride. Interesting. Okay. So since this is the midpoint for our hatcheries, I'm gonna go up an entire length and then go all the way out to right here and then delete this part like that. Okay. Now what we can do is do we want to add a monorail? I don't know, I'm kind of debating on adding a monorail or not. I feel like if we add a monorail, it would have to be in the back. Like, we could obviously have like one right here and then one right here. But like, I feel like that's a little bit too... I don't know, the monorail is a tall building, okay? Hear me out. The monorail is a tall building, so just putting it in your park kind of makes it feel like you have to have like mountains in the back or whatever, because you know, the monorail is elevated above everything else, so it's just like, oh, like what else is there gonna be, you know? And I'm not gonna really make this a tall part. You know what, let's actually, no, screw it, let's add the monorail. Okay, so do I want to add it right here, or do I want to add it right here? I think I'm gonna add it, I could just add it right here, but it would have to go across this. And right here, the issue with adding it right here is helicopter. Even though the helicopter doesn't really matter. What I can do actually is delete this and delete this. Okay. Then I can do the turn thing that happens right here. Okay. And then on this path, I could add the monorail. Okay. So I'm gonna use mods to just say fuck it. And how close do we want it? Let's just add it right here. Let's make sure it's even. Okay. I'm gonna delete this pathway because that was a guideline. That's what I was talking about using mods. Okay. Attach the pathway like that. Okay, cool. We have our first monorail. Okay, the next monorail is going to go. Let's just put it right here, honestly. Right here, right here. I'm not gonna loop it around in a circle. That's the thing. We can have it right here. Yeah, let's have it right here. Okay. So I am cheating a bit. I'm using mods to the free build mod to kind of line things up. Just to make it easier for the build. Okay. Loop that and link it. Okay. Now what we can do is we can edit monorail track, and then we can attach this one to the other one. Okay. This monorail though, do I want to have it go around this little section, or do I want to have it go through? Okay, so I could have it go around, or I could have it go through. The thing with having it go through is that it takes a sharp turn. So having it go around kind of has it avoid it. I mean, that works, I guess. Or, okay. Or I could have it go like on a little nature, like, path, you know? And then have it link back up over here. Because recently a lot of my parks have just been nature. So as I was saying before, the whole monorail thing makes it feel like you need to have like a mountain or two or whatever inside your park. So we're gonna add a mountain. So we're gonna actually remove this. Remove the trees in this area. Okay. Remove the trees in this area up to right here. And then we're gonna add our mountain between the monorail area right here. We're gonna add a mountain right here, basically. Okay. So you guys don't have the radius thing because it's a mod. But eventually you'll get to the point where the mountain's gonna be high enough so you don't see the monorail. So just mess with the terrain a bit and make a mountain on this side, like kind of make like a natural barrier, and kind of add it on the outside as well and the inside to make it look like the mountain isn't just protruding upward. Make it look like the mountain is kind of spreading, and it's kind of like having like the rolling hills that Jurassic Park does. Okay. So this is gonna be like our main layout for this enclosure. Just, you know, mountains. The mountain is gonna be spread out. And honestly, I'm not even gonna worry about all the contour lines, because the thing that I learned about in this game was that mountains, when you're building mountains and you have like trees on the top of them, it doesn't really matter. And most of the time you're gonna have trees on the top of them, or you're gonna mess with them and make them have like rocks or whatever. So either way, like right here, I feel like you shouldn't really have, especially in a place like this. Like, hold up, like you see, like it's okay to have like a few hills, you know, like you can also like add like some in the background as well to make it look like it's not just one hill in the middle of nothing. We can just add like a few hills here too, you know, add something like that. See? And then this little natural barrier over here, let's work on it some more. Okay. What we're going to do here is we're just going to add some trees here. Let me increase the radius. We're just going to add some trees. This is kind of the easy way out when it comes to terrain tools. Just adding the trees and just having it go through. Another thing you can do though is you can you can remove the trees along the monorail pathway, because naturally there would probably not be a lot of trees on the monorail pathway, because monorail pathways act as, or not monorail pathways, but like railing and stuff acts as like access roads practically, because they are kind of like waypoints to follow like the line. So if you guys want to do that too, you guys can. I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna flatten out the area that's underneath the pathway on both sides. Okay. I'm gonna kind of slope it inward though. Okay. Slope it inward. And we're gonna obviously have to put an enclosure at some point. So, or a fence at some point. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this. So, okay, it's not gonna. We're gonna take this. I'm just gonna put it like that, right there. Okay. And on this side, we're gonna do the same thing, but rotate it. Okay. And if you notice, I'm putting it close to the pillar. So when you get out, you don't run into the pillar. It's just on the side of it. Like on this side as well. When you get out, you're not like automatically in a pillar. It's right here. Okay. So we're gonna actually be using the Jurassic World fences. These ones. Okay. And then we're just gonna follow the outline of the mountain. Okay. A suggestion is for just this moment, go into your settings and go into, where is it? Is it in gameplay? Gameplay. Show and other construction modes. Turn that on, turn the contour lines on. So when you're in the fence, placement mode, you can see the contour lines. And this is what I use the contour lines for. I use the base contour lines of the mountains as little pathways. So, in a way, you know, just stay within like the first line or two or whatever. Of course, don't make sharp turns, you know, like this. If you're gonna have to, just do it, you know. You know. Okay. And then when it comes to like the backdrop, what you can do is you can just put it all the way behind the fence or all the way behind the tree line, so it looks like the enclosure is less just open space and there's a lot of trees. Okay, so we're back at the mountain, and then we're gonna ease it into it. That. Okay. Back like that. And then connect it. Okay. So we have our enclosure, somewhat big. Pennsylvania is it's kind of a big map. The thing with Pennsylvania is I've never used this much space before in it. I've always made like kind of like DFW facilities and stuff with Pennsylvania. So seeing that I already took up like more than half the map, just spreading randomness, is kind of weird. Because this map in my eyes is always huge, and it was kind of modular. So it was just like, oh, what? You know? So, yeah. Okay. So we have our monorail going through the, you know, areas. We have our little access roads. Next step we can do for the access roads is we can add the dirt. So, we can add the dirt between it. I might use sand, because the sand is gravelly and rocky and whatever. You know, you see? So it kind of looks more like a pathway. In my earlier videos in this game, when I was making, what was it? DFW Washington or whatever it's called. The Washington DFW facility. Or the New York one. I don't know what it was. I remember getting a lot of comments saying, this isn't actually New York, this is like Canada or something, or this is, you know. I'm like, I know that. But on that video, I used sand pathways instead of dirt pathways because the sand kind of looked more visible from both the ground and the air. So when it comes to cases like that, I will pick like sand pathways over dirt pathways, or not pathways, but you know what I mean, like the turn tool, you know. Okay, so we want to add trees and like little outlines of this. Okay, and then we want to take our sand pathway and kind of go through here, and let's just attach it to our little area over here. Okay, obviously remove the trees. If you have to, if you want to add a tree or two, you can add it through the decorations panel. So like, see, I'm just doing this to remove like the extra little grass in the middle. And if you want to add just, you know, spur trees, you can go here, you know, add a tree, no, just small things. No. So you could do something like that if you want to. But on the inside of this enclosure, what I am going to do is I'm going to have the tree line go along the fence, at least up to right there. Like, it's okay to have some places where the tree line doesn't like completely follow up with the fence. Like right here, in this case, what I can do here is I can have the water go out this way, and then just, you know, go out. You could also level the mountain like that, you know, make it look like there's a creek or whatever. Okay. And then the water can just go in the enclosure. And when it comes to placing water, I honestly just place it randomly, trying to not make it look like any make it look inappropriate, because I've noticed that a lot of the water things in this game can end up looking inappropriate, especially when you know, use the same thing, you know, something like that. And it's like I always end up doing that, and it's just like, oh, what the hell. But I don't do it intentionally. I just hope no one... I pointed it out in one of my other videos like a long time ago, and I'm like, I just hope no one looks at that and just comments, oh, it looks like a, you know. And now that I said it, it's gonna be pointed out a lot more. But yeah, it's okay. Okay, so this is basically a monorail only area, so that's kind of cool. I never really built one of these before. I've always done something for like the safaris and stuff, right? But nothing just for like a monorail. So what's gonna be in this area, you ask? Well, since we're focusing on the update, I think what we're gonna have to add is one of the new long-necked dinosaurs. We're gonna add that. And I don't think we could add the carnivore in this one. I feel like the carnivore has to be in its own area. Yeah, I feel like the carnivore is gonna definitely have to be in its own area. Hey, but that's okay, because we have all this space, right? And what we're going to do with the space is we're actually going to make an aviary. Okay, so we want the aviary to be kind of a distance away. Again, we're making this kind of spread out a bit because we want to utilize transport. Okay, so we can make the basic, you know, circle, or we can do something different. I honestly don't know any other shapes for like aviaries, so let's just go with something like this. Something that almost looks like a Parasaurolophus head. Okay. And what we can do, instead of having aviary galleries, what we can do is, since we could be using one of these attractions, right? And we could have it go through, like how I said I wanted to go through here, and go over here. The thing with that though is if we're trying to be logical about this, we wouldn't be using the Jurassic Tour to send it into the aviary because the potential of flying reptile attacking the vehicle and pulling a passenger out is high, while in the gyrosphere, you can't really do that because they're enclosed in a glass sphere that's like polymers or whatever. I don't know what kind of glass that was again. But yeah. So we're gonna be using the gyrosphere. Yeah, I've kind of put more logic in the parks. I don't know. It's interesting. Okay. So we're gonna take a turn. And we're just gonna follow the line. Yeah. Okay. So I would try to make this as even as possible. Thing is, I really don't think I can. Man, I can try. Oh, that's even. Or that's pretty even. What the heck? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that one was pretty even. I didn't expect that one to be even. Okay. Let's try with this side. That's really not even. Okay. Why is this side better than that side? Hello? And Mosa. It looks like he's trying to go for the... Oh. They're just... Oh, they're just having fun. I thought they were hunting. I'm like, am I gonna have a dead... What, Atom source? Is that what it was in the... I forgot what it added in that area. Okay. So, with the new update, you can change the direction of the gyrospheres. So what we're going to do is since it's only going to be one station and it's more of an attraction than a transport, it's going to be going this way. This is the way I want it to go. You can change that if you don't want it to go that way. But you can have it go like through this little maze or whatever, you know, and then go into it. And then go out. Something like that. Okay. And then you can go through the maze thing again. That's kind of too wide. Like that. Okay. Next thing we need to do is we need to kind of get the attraction. So we can make a queue if we want to make a queue. I'm gonna definitely make a queue. When it comes to making one of these queues, what I usually do is I like to do sharp turns because I notice a lot of the decorations have sharp turns. So we can do something like this, you know. And then we could have our little fast pass area, you know, if you already have like Disneyland or whatever, you know. And just attach it like that, you know, for the special VIPs or whatever. So we could have it like that. We're gonna actually change this to be one vehicle every 75 meters. That works. Okay. Now we're going to be using my favorite type of planters. These ones. Actually, I didn't want to place them there. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our planters on the inside. So, in the middle, kind of, like on these areas. And then we're going to have the tree one on both sides right here. Okay. Same thing with this side. Like that. And then we can add a fountain or two. The thing with these fountains is I don't really like how like ovally they are, you know? I mean, we can add one like that. And then kind of add this on both sides. And I guess that works. We can add this obviously right here. Yeah, and then the outside, what I want to do is I want to add the trees. I would be adding palm trees. But this is Pennsylvania, so there's not really any palm trees around. So I could just add those trees, you know? And then have the trees around it. Like so. Okay, so we do need more lights. So I think if you click here, you can go to the lights section. I do like these banners, but I want to use those banners, but I don't think I should use them in this park. These have lights? These do have lights. Do these ones have lights? No, they don't. Okay. I mean, we can add these here anyways, because, you know, advertising in your own park. So, most store. Turn it on. Interesting. Okay. We're gonna add a light here though. Just randomly. Okay. And I think I'm just gonna do planters for the rest of this because I can't really think of anything right now. I probably should have tried to make this even. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, one can go there. One can go there. Okay, and then one can go there. One can go there. And one can go there. Nice. Okay, that works. I don't know what I was doing. We can do something like that. Okay, something small like that. That works. Okay. And then we could just make this like a little nature ride, you know. We could add dinosaurs in the middle right here. But with this episode, I'm going to extend it to a third episode. I just wanted to get the layout of it completed. So in the next episode, we'll add the dinosaurs to the lagoon. We'll do the lagoon. And we will do the decorations over here. And kind of think about what we're going to add right here. Because right here, we could add like a small little enclosure area. I do want to add the carnivores somewhere. I don't know if the carnivores would do well. I'm gonna test if the carnivore can live in like an enclosure like this, so I can just do like the whole bug with the lagoon hatchery and whatever. But yeah. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.